So once we know that the customer wants to either schedule with us for an estimate or they want to schedule for a service, we're going to go to the Google Calendar. And usually we do this while we're on the phone with them. So it's something that you have to kind of do quickly and get comfortable with, but over time it gets much easier. At first, it's going to feel a little bit foreign trying to find the date, looking at all of these colors, especially if you're on the phone with a customer. But we try to make it easy by adding notes up at the top for who's available, if there are people that don't have anything going on these days. We try to do the schedule about 2 weeks out. So for the most part, it is filled in with the exception of our service work. If we have service guys available, they will be listed up at the top. So you just scroll through and you try to find a date for this estimate where Felipe doesn't have anything going on. And you can see that I don't see him here on the schedule for the 31st, so I would choose this as my estimate date. I would put Felipe estimate Service Fusion. And then in the description, I'm going to copy all of the information from the Service Fusion screen. So I will take all of this information and I will copy it. And then I will put it back on that Google Calendar in that date that we had selected. And then you just want to remove the parts that don't pertain. Like you can get rid of description, residential service, category. These are all considered hyperlinks. You just remove the hyperlink by clicking on the X. You don't need to include their email in this particular section of where the schedule is because they have all of that in Service Fusion and we don't want to clog up this with unnecessary information. And we just want to get rid of, so we just have just the customer information, their phone number, the address, and what the job is for. And then you hit save. You just want to change the color also. Estimating is done in dark green. And then you hit save, and then that's on the schedule. So the schedule date that you have in Service Fusion should match the schedule date in the calendar. And then the guys are good to go. They understand to check the schedule here on the Google Calendar, and they'll also get a notification anytime you save something in Service Fusion with them as the allocated tech. They'll get a notification right to their phone that they have something going on.